Hello everybody, today we're going to take a look at the brand new PR5 rail from Kraford and Lypt for your FX Panthera. So first off, I do want to give a special shout out to Steven. I just want to say thanks for getting this rail over to me. So what we're going to take a look at in today's video are the standard features, a couple of the innovations that I feel make this rail stand out, especially amongst the competitors. So with that being said, let's just get down to it. So to start off with, we'll go through some of the standard features. So you'll notice along the sides, we actually have 7 M-LOK slots for any sort of M-LOK mounted accessory. We do have a full length arca cut underneath of the rail itself, so any sort of arca mounted accessory, arca bipod are going to work without a problem. For those of you who still utilize a Picatinny bipod, there is an M-LOK slot in the front. That way you can pick up a M-LOK Picatinny adapter, still utilize that Picatinny mounted bipod solution. Additionally, notice we have quite a few holes underneath in this channel. So those holes, I believe, are standard 10-24 threading. Pretty much the most common thread size for a lot of those M-LOK accessories out there. And some of you might be asking, what are these slots for in the back? These are actually installation slots. Because one of the unique things about this rail, which I'll show you in just a minute here, is how this mounts to your FX Panthera. It removes probably the weakest link of the mounting solution for any sort of rail for the rifle. So when it comes to installation, the one thing I am going to say does make life easier if you have a short leg hex key. Does have to be ball head because you're not going to be able to go straight on to get this rail mounted. You will have to go in at a slight angle. This will give you the ability to tighten that fastener. I had no issues mounting mine. And again, just makes it easier for installation versus using a T-handle, or ideally if you just have a straight 4mm ball head hex driver, that would work as well. So moving back towards the underneath of the rail, you'll notice it does have a barricade stop. It is, again, solid aluminum as far as that's concerned. Does have a nice shape to it, easy to hold in the hand for sort of any offhand shooting as far as that's concerned. Let me just take that guy off of there real quick. And as I do that, I'll just talk through the mounting solution. So like I mentioned just a moment ago, the issue with the stock rail, with aftermarket rails, is this right here. This is the support block. So this bolts into the face of your block, and most aftermarket rails and your OEM rail only mount to the rifle via these 3 holes right here. So again, a very limited ability to mitigate any sort of, stress on that connection. It can't, mitigate shear force all too well, which is why you see a lot of those rails have to be beefed up, and, they still flex when they're beefed up because the weak point is this right here. You'll notice on the PR5, this entire section here, and I'll put a picture up just so you can see it, is used to interface with the front of your block. So it really helps mitigate the shear forces that are being applied when you're utilizing the rifle, either on a bipod or on a barricade. So it really helps eliminate that elevation shift or even that barrel contact that you can hear sometimes when you, maybe a little bit more harder than soft set your FX Panthera down. And actually, since I mentioned it, we'll cut over to a quick little clip and you can see me dropping my FX Panthera on the front bipod and also giving it a good few smacks with my hand, and you'll hear there is no telltale ting of the barrel making contact with the rail itself. Drop test here. As you can see, no barrel ting. We'll give it a couple good smacks. And as you can tell, no shroud contact, with the rail itself. Now that we've viewed that short drop test clip, you could hear that there was no barrel contact being made. So a couple of the reasons for that. The channel. So this rail is wide enough here that there is going to be no side-to-side contact possible. You'll notice there is a channel that is cut into the front of the rail. This also eliminates any potential contact. And like we saw in the video, I was handling my Panthera a little bit rougher than most would, and we weren't getting any of that telltale tinging sound as far as that's concerned. So once I get my rifle back from FX support and getting that fixed, We'll do some range test videos just to show that this does eliminate any sort of elevation shift. Now, if you do like what you see, I just want to remind everybody that these PR5 rails are 100% designed and manufactured in the USA. Head over to Kraford and Lypt to check them out. They run right around $279, so priced competitively against the competition that is out there. And again, if you've ever held a K&L product in your hand, you'll know this is a very top-notch, high-quality, well-machined piece of kit for your FX, and in this case, your FX Panthera. So thanks for stopping by.